last time, I told the king, no rain, and the sky listened.
So now Ahab's kingdom is drier than his sense of humor.
In the middle of a drought that had turned Israel into a giant dust bunny, the prophet Elijah was learning an uncomfortable truth. Even God's provision has a shelf life. He'd been camping by the Kerith Brook, living on raven-delivered takeout in what was supposed to be an endless water supply, but streams, unlike God's patience, eventually run dry. So Elijah did what any desperate prophet would do. He prayed.
Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee.
Sidon was the hometown of Queen Jezebel, the same Jezebel who had a hobby of murdering prophets.
Would you bring me a little water in a jar? And a piece of bread?
I have only a handful of flour and a little oil. I'm gathering sticks to make one last meal for my son and me. Then we will die.
Don't be afraid.
So this random guy from Israel walks up to my mom and asks for food. Mom says, "We're literally about to die." And he says, "Don't be afraid." Excuse me? Fear is appropriate right now. Then he tells her, "Make me a small cake first, then for yourself." I'm behind the wall thinking, oh great, he's one of those prophets.
All I'm asking is one little subscribe to my Bible IQ.
For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail.
But my mom, she just smiled. And she said, "Honey,
When you have nothing, trusting God is the only option that makes sense.
And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and she, and he, and her house did eat many days. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord, which he spake by Elijah. And it came to pass after these things, that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and his sickness was so sore, that there was no breath left in him.
What have I to do with thee, O thou man of God? Art thou come unto me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son?
And he took him out of her bosom and carried him up into a loft, where he abode, and laid him upon his own bed. And he cried unto the Lord and said, O Lord my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourned by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, and cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him again, and he revived. And Elijah took the child, and brought him down out of the chamber into the house, and delivered him unto his mother. And Elijah said, See, thy son liveth.
Now, by this I know that thou art a man of God, and that the word of the Lord in thy mouth is truth.
All I'm asking is one little subscribe to my Bible IQ. One click, please!